And I have Steppin with Marcus J. Lou, California love. If you haven't been able to tell, Big Rube asked last week for a little West Coast love, and that's what we're giving you right now. Marcus J. and I have Steppin 804-447-0601 to get down with us tonight. Give us a call. Hit us up on the Facebook page, as some folks have already done. Hit us up on Twitter at
NOHLFSTEPPIN.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We're going to continue on in the Diva Diaries, and the dating pool diva is going to ask us the second question of the night. Diva.
All right, I got another letter by a friend of mine. This is a female, and she writes, "Dear Diva, me and my boyfriend have been together for 4 years. This year we had a big fight, which caused us to break up. Then a couple months later, I found out he was seeing someone else. We talked about it and decided to get back together. He left the other woman alone from what I knew, but now I feel like things are different. I don't trust him. I just don't know what to do, whether I should give him another chance, knowing I don't trust him, or should I leave him alone for good. Signed, A Troubled Heart."
I, Carl Banks, started off.
What did your relationship begin with in the first place? I mean, that's how it should be looked at. If it won't that serious to begin with, why are you stressing about it now?
Well, they were together for 4 years. It was pretty serious, like looking towards marriage type thing.
Okay, well, she ain't say that. I mean, you and I could be kicking it for 5 years. We could just be friends.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't never laid down no labels.
It says boyfriend. I mean, that's kind of serious.
But see,
a
she
little
probably
bit.
added that.
She probably added
that. I mean, she added that to make it look good.
I know for a fact this was her boyfriend for 4
Wow,
years.
Was you there?
That was her man.
Was you there?
They lived together.
Oh, okay. See, even out, even tidbits out.
Well, this is what she wrote.
I mean, but I'm saying, if you know that level of detail, then you need to add lib. You need to give me that bit of detail.
I need to throw that into the letter.
Yeah, you gonna sit there and say they've been friends? I mean, embellish, add some notes.
Hey, Steve Harvey, calm down, man.
I'll
Calm
be
down,
Steve Harvey,
He's
but
killing me,
she got to be embellishing on that, man. Just cause, hey, look, I'll be honest. Before I got this ring, man, please. Oh my God. I had friends. You can say what you want, as long as until I said it, it won't true. That's all I got to say.
When you said it.
Until I said it.
You know you're going to be in trouble when you go home tonight, right?
Dude, she the one that narrowed the field down.
Okay.
Heck, she was answering the phone,
right.
screening my
Don't
stuff.
talk tough on your half step Marcus J. Get
I'm
punched in the
talking
face
tough.
when you get home now.
She ain't listening.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that.
I know she is. I know what she is.
This going to be on YouTube within 24 hours, okay?
All
That's
I
the
know
other
is
thing.
this.
Ain't no half
All I
step.
know is this.
Ain't no half step with Marcus J.
Till I deem it with that title, it ain't that title. I don't care how long it was.
All right,
Big Rube.
yeah. Just being Big Rube. I'm not gonna be with nobody for 4 years and haven't had any concept of marrying them. I don't got that kind of time, nor do I care that much. If we together, first of all, if we move in, that means we've already talked about this marriage thing. I don't just be living with people because I ain't got nothing else to do. So, furthermore, the fact that she's with this dude for 4 years and she's lived with this dude for 2 years and she ain't smelled a ring, they ain't talked about a ring.
That's right.
Dude needs to be gone.
She ain't about that title. I told you.
Yeah.
Unless he claim that title.
His mentality is like, I got a chick I live with, and it is what it is. But if he ain't even, 4 years and you live together, nah, man. Dudes don't live with women for 2 years just because we ain't got nothing to do. Actually,
right.
Sometimes we do.
Yeah,
but,
actually, yes.
But let's just be real.
Lazy bums.
Real men.
You're right. Real
men
okay,
don't live
really,
with women for 2 years and not gonna marry.
And she said lazy bums.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to expand on that lazy
yeah.
bum comment for real,
sitting
please.
around playing video games, not having a job.
Wow, you
being
can't do the same.
Whoa.
But irregardless, like I said, let's back it up. Whatever. I went through that. Not even for 4 years, but for someone to move on just like that, no, I would not trust them. So she really needs to leave him alone because it's never going to be the same. You're always going to wonder. And the way females are with emotions, it's not going to go. You always, even if you come up home with a smile on your face, we're going to be like, you're smiling before you got here, so I know I didn't give it to you. So that is an issue. So no.
Well, that's not true
And
for all men.
how he gonna reconnect with some chick if he been with her for 4 years. See, that
No,
tells
no,
you.
you getting letters confused. The
letters confused.
reconnect was in the last letter.
Oh, that was the last.
Well, how
letter?
about this? Well, my question is, since you know details more than the letter states, she said that he was seeing some other chick. Now, did he start seeing some other chick when they broke up?
Yes, when they broke up.
Man, she's got nothing.
It says
She's got
this
nothing.
year we had a big fight.
She's got nothing.
If she,
Nothing from nothing, lead nothing.
I'm saying, if they broke up and he started seeing some other woman, she can't be mad at that.
Okay. Yes, I can be. How did you?
How can you be mad at
You
that?
don't have feelings.
God.
Oh, I forgot. Men are dogs. Let me tell you.
Whoa, wait a minute. It's some women that dogs too now.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We are some dogs. But let me tell you. Do you know how I learned about a man? From my sister's puppy. You want me to tell you why? Because
scared to
I
know this.
watched him hump the hell out of a ball of socks. He ripped and ate the head off of this duck and humped it to death until my sister just got him fixed. So I'm like, okay, so men hump. So you're
Okay,
dogs.
wait a minute
So
now.
that's,
Hold on.
that's where I learned about men from a puppy. Not from my daddy, not from my mama, but from a puppy named Remy.
I feel bad
Mark.
for you.
Okay?
Okay.
So once again, she's never gonna trust him. It's never gonna happen. He's gonna walk in smelling like Dial, and you'll know y'all watched with Irish Spring.
You know what?
So once again, smell his balls and don't trust him.
You know what?
Wow.
You,
Hold on, Bex.
somebody that gave you
Hey,
bad
hey,
touch.
Bex, hold on for a second. First of all,
What's the puppy's name again?
Remy.
Remy. Okay.
well, first of all, if they broke up and some other chick hollered at him and he started seeing this other chick, how you gonna be mad because you broke up with him? How you gonna be mad at that? That makes no sense. You're not together when he did. It's not like he cheated on her. He just moved on a little bit faster.
We don't know why they broke
And maybe
up.
it's called the rebound chick.
We
I
don't-
mean, it is what it is.
We don't know why they broke up, first of all.
I never said we did.
And
Because he went back to her.
well, let me read a certain line that might, clear up things. We talked about it and decided to get back together. He left the other woman alone from what I know, but now things are different. Okay.
Yeah.
The key words are from what I know. Okay.
She don't trust him.
She don't trust
She
him.
don't trust him.
You
But she don't.
Okay.
But see, the fact that she don't trust him is her fault. Because she's still thinking he might be on the side with this other chick.
Yes.
But he may not be.
Because you are.
But he may not be.
Yes, you are.
That's all I'm saying. You think that he is, but he may not be. Maybe he just changed when y'all broke up.
So all of a sudden, you skipped on to the next chick. When we broke up, you skipped on to the next chick when we broke up.
Right.
And you got back with me so fast. So you were over her then.
Kitty
So
might
you're not
have
gonna do it again.
some parts of you might have been
I
better than
mean,
her.
really? It's like, I mean,
Oh,
you are.
so-
If you're
so you
thinking
had to
that,
step out the
but if
box
you're
to find
thinking,
out, if I could get close to you, brother, I tell you, I would get you
I
for
ain't
your
scared.
wife.
I ain't
would hope
scared.
you
but
know,
see, the
that
thing
you
about
get
it.
a knife on you.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If she's thinking that, she already had trust issues when they were together, and if she had trust issues when they were together, it was already
she
done.
didn't say that. What she said was she was with him for 4 years. They had a big fight. When he left, he started seeing someone else. And then they talked about it and got back together. So she feels as she knows or thinks he's not messing with her anymore. The trust issues came after the fact. She didn't say, through the 4 years, I really didn't trust him anyway. So once we broke up and he went with somebody, she was familiar.
So he can't
once
go
again,
out and meet that need? What? I mean, honestly, can he not go out there and meet that need?
Why do you have to go meet the need? Okay, you know what? And for real, they're not married, so he can do whatever he wants
Thank
to
you.
do.
About time you realize
But
that.
I guess my thing is, if y'all been together for 4 years and y'all had a fight and y'all broke up, there were already issues to begin with.
Thank you, Big Rude.
There were already issues to begin with, and let's just be real. If you still haven't gotten over the issues that you had before, then there's a whole lot of time being wasted. Move on. You spent 4 years with a dude who decided at 4 years, no rings, not talking about rings. I mean, he hadn't thought about a ring. It's a waste of time. He's never going to marry you.
Big
Period.
Rube in the house.
Right. And real quick, really, and what I've heard and learned is if from the time you started dating, from the time you said, yes, we are together, if he has not decided to marry you within that year, within 12 months, you need to leave.
Okay.
I don't know if I really agree with that, but I can understand where you're coming
Dating
from.
Pool Diva, what's your thoughts? You've been quiet through this whole segment.
Yeah, it's been a war going on here. I'm trying to jump in like double dutch. I can't get in there. But listen, I know stuff about this that I really don't want to reveal, but I'm gonna say one word.
Well, I mean, we don't know these people personally,
right,
and
but
so
it
you
will
can go ahead and
embarrass
reveal
that
it.
person. It will
Yeah, but
embarrass
they-
that person.
But we don't know who they are.
We don't know who they are, and
Right,
the listeners
right,
of Ain't No
right.
Half Steppin' Marcus J don't know who they are. So,
But they know who they are.
Well, I
Like,
mean-
no, she
all right.
did.
Well,
No,
I
she
mean,
did.
whatever you
But
feel
I'ma say this
comfortable
one
revealing.
word.
Yeah.
Twitter. Okay, it gets you in a lot of trouble.
Man, Twitter and
Twitter ain't nothing
Facebook.
but Facebook will-
It gets you in a lot of trouble. Watch what you say and who you talk to on Twitter.
If your relationship is determined by a social media, then you have no relationship. Period. That's just stupid. Twitter, Facebook, email, whatever. If your relationship is dictated, if you get mad because your significant other puts up something on Facebook, I mean, really, then your relationship is terrible already. That's just an excuse, because social media is social media. If you put it up there, you know you put it up there, and you put it up there to piss somebody off. You know.
Big Rule, Tony M agrees with you. She thinks that you're making good points. Maybe her insecurity led to their breakup. So she's agreeing with you. And I haven't made a comment on it, and I will at this point. I mean, the fact they broke up, okay, they broke up, they got back together. It's a matter of what they feel as a couple is what's appropriate. If she's not going to trust him, that's kind of her problem. You know what I mean? If she's not going to trust him, that's cool. I understand that she's not going to trust him. But if she's not, then everybody move on, and let's see what's going on with the next relationship. I mean, that's kind of what the deal is. I mean, what you going to do? You going to go back and forth?
I agree
Gone
with
backs?
that. One-
You going to go back and forth?
I ain't going back and forth. I ain't never going back.
Yeah, dating pool diva.
I agree. Like, once you lost that trust in a relationship, I know that firsthand. You might as well let it go. It's not a whole lot that can be done. You can try therapy or counseling, but if it's not worth it, it's not worth the money or the time to even do counseling and therapy. If you
Listen,
don't
P.
trust them that much,
Listen, P.
Don't go back. I already told you. Don't do it. Don't go back. You'll never trust them. It'll
Big
never
Rube?
be the same.
I mean, she a fool. She go back. I'm just gonna put it out there. She a fool. She go back.
I'm going to go ahead and kind of finish the Diva Diaries by revisiting a subject that we had on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J a few months ago when the Dating Pool Diva made her debut on the show. What I want to talk a little bit about is colorism. Colorism is basically black folk having issues with other black folk based upon the tone of their skin. Darker black folk have issues with lighter black folk. Lighter black folk have issues with darker black folk. This was made popular in the movie, the Spike Lee movie, School Days, when they had the brown paper bag test, which of course came from the 60s and the 50s and beyond. But we saw it in that movie that was made in 1988, where if your skin color didn't match the brown paper bag on the darker side or the lighter side, they treated you a certain way depending on who was the tester. Reason why I wanted to set it up that way is they're making a movie with the singer Nina Simone. Now, Nina Simone was a singer in the 60s who did a lot of soul music. She was a great singer. I know someone who has two daughters who named her daughters Nina and Simone. Okay? This is somebody who is a great singer, soul singer. She was dark-skinned. She was a dark-skinned sister who looked very ethnically African-American sister. Black girl. Dark hair, dark skin, coarse hair. That's the kind of sister that we look when we see Nina Simone. The actress Zoe Saldana was tabbed to play her in a movie. Zoe Saldana, as we know, is a fairer skinned sister. She's Dominican, as a matter of fact. She's got straighter hair. I wouldn't call her light skinned, but I would definitely say that she's lighter than what Nina Simone was. And there's an online petition to have Zoe Saldana removed from this production because she doesn't fit the bill. I've seen people who have suggested the names of Mary J. Blige. I've seen people suggest what's the girl from the Fugees?
Lauren
Lauren
Hill.
Lauren Hill. Darker sisters who can sing. Darker sisters who can sing. Those are the names that have come to mind right now. I've seen people ask for Nia Long. I've seen people ask for what's the girl from Dreamgirls, the short one, not Beyonce,
Jennifer Hudson.
not Jennifer. Well, Jennifer Hudson was mentioned as well. What's the other one?
I don't know the other name.
Nobody knows.
Nina,
Y'all.
I don't know her.
that's her, Anika Noni Rose. Yes.
Bless you.
Right. So those are the people who they're suggesting replace Zoe Saldana, who's fair skinned. Those ladies who I just mentioned are darker, not dark skinned, but darker than Zoe Saldana. So I'm gonna start with the diva on this one because we talked at length about colorism and the dating pool. Now we have a situation where colorism may have come up in an actual movie. What's your thoughts on whether we should replace Zoe Saldana? Does it matter? Just jump in.
Okay, you put me in the hot seat here.
That's what we do on Ain't No Half Steppin' Marcus J.
I kind of do feel like she's probably not a good match for the part just based on her features. Not just the skin tone, but, she doesn't have any of the features of Nina Simone. The broad nose. None of that is going on with, what's her name, Zoe Saldana. And even though I think she's an excellent actress, I think they should have picked someone else. Like you said, Lauryn Hill would have been a good pick because she kind of, favors her and she can sing and she would bring that whole, flavor that I don't think the other girl can do. But that's just my opinion. I'm hoping that I'm not being inner racist or anything like that by saying that.
Comedian S. Lissa P. You got thoughts on it?
I mean, I agree because I feel like for anyone who may, that she may have family still living, either if it's great grandkids, they may take offense to it saying that, they really didn't play the part. If anything, the family would need to get together and choose to who they feel like they could play their grandmother or whatever's part or whatever. No, I don't think she should play the part. Lauryn Hill would be perfect because if anybody saw Sister Act 2, hey, you reminded it like I did. Yeah. Very good.
Sister Act 2, from what I understand, is the last role that Lauryn Hill had, and she knocked it out the park. Big Roo.
Yes, she did.
Too bad the movie was terrible, but that's beside the point. I'm being serious. I am not happy with the colorism type of thing. Being a light skinned brother, a brown skinned brother. You say what you want. My thing is, yes, let's go ahead petition to remove her from the movie. While we at it, let's change the tiger on Frosted Flakes. Let's change the little kids who play TV in different TV shows. I mean, when's it going to stop? If you don't want to see the movie, you don't see the movie. You don't go see it. You don't support it. It's simple as that. Why do we sit here and feel like we have to force people to do certain things? I think to me, I mean, I don't know who she is. Sorry, my blackness takes a hit. But I feel like you're gonna sit here and say, okay, this person's better for this movie role. We don't know who's better for this movie role. The director said that this person's better, and this director picked. And let's be honest, hey, guess what? They actually want to make some money off it.
Let me ask you a quick question. Say like you're a legend, okay, and you're still alive, and they said, Big Roo, we want somebody to play your part. Would you say, I don't care, pick whoever you want to, or would you want to see someone who may favor you or anything? Like, would you pick James Evan or Jimmy Walker to play your part?
Jimmy Walker's a little old.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
seriously, answer me.
But
Would that be okay for you?
But is she alive?
Okay for you?
Is she alive?
I'm saying if it was you.
If it was me?
Would you even care? Would you be like, yeah, Jimmy Walker can play me, that's fine?
I mean, he probably make me look a little better, you know. But I'm just saying, it's just like it's not the fact that they picked her. It's the fact that we feel like we can just change whatever we want. Not we as black people, we as people. We feel like we can just change different things and what we want, and I don't think that that's personally right.
We get another hit, Tony from Ain't No Hashtag with Marcus J, who joins us from time to time here in studio, says that she'll probably sign that petition. Zoe Saldana's a decent actress, but does not possess the soul, physical attributes, or downright, quote, blackness necessary to make the movie believable. Art imitates life, right? She's asked the question. Also liking to add that every shade of black is absolutely beautiful. I do absolutely agree with that last point because I can see it right here in this room with us tonight. Carlton Banks, what's your thoughts?
Any of y'all paying for the movie? I just need to know that. Who in here paying for that man to make that movie? If none of y'all paying the man to make that movie, then why y'all hating on Zoe? Zoe trying to make a check just like y'all trying to make a check. What?
Okay.
What?
Let me say this. I'm not in agreement with a petition. I just said that I don't think she fits the role. But I'm not in agreement with the petition because I agree. You should be able to play whatever role you want, whoever's paying for this, producing this movie. But they're going to get a lot of backlash. They may not make any money. And it brings up this colorism thing, and it's kind of good in a way.
I want Brad Pitt to play me on my made-for-TV movie.
See, now he done lost his damn mind.
That's
Ain't no
what I
half
want.
stepping, Marcus J.
Right.
I don't acknowledge nonsense. Ain't no half stepping, Marcus J. We're going to go ahead and leave it there. I'm going to leave us with my thoughts on it. Personally, I don't think Zoe Saldana looks like her. I don't think she should play the role, but I'm not the one producing the movie. So in a sense, I do somewhat agree with the Diva in the sense that, if that's who they want to play her, cool. Because when I saw Denzel Washington was the person to sign to play Malcolm X, I said, that's some old bull, for real, because he don't look like him. He don't have no business playing Malcolm X, because at the time, I had well-studied Malcolm X, who was light-skinned, half white, with red hair, and you had the darkest brother in America playing him, and then he ended up being Malcolm X. I don't think anybody looks at Denzel Washington and doesn't see Malcolm X when they see that movie. So when we see Zoe Saldana in this movie, she may end up being the epitome of Nina Simone. We don't know. She might end up being how Denzel Washington was, who probably should have won an Oscar for the role of Malcolm X. It had nothing to do with how he looked. It had everything to do with how he played the role. Marcus J. Ain't no half stepping. We're going to leave it there. We're going to take our final break of the night. When we come back, we're going to do our rants. We're going to do our closings. Y'all don't want to miss this one because it's about to get live. It's about to get hot. Marcus J. and I are stepping. Be back in a minute.
Just waking up.